So my first exposure to AMSOIL was back in early 2003. I was racing dirt bikes at the time. What was funny is at that time, I didn't even know the AMSOIL name. At first, I was skeptical because of how I got into dirt bikes. I still had connections with people who could get me manufacturer brand oils at a lower price. And so finally I said, okay, I'll try it in my bike. When I finally pulled that clutch cover off and I saw the condition of the clutch after a year of racing and abuse, comparing that with horror stories of people talking about having to replace clutches on the motorcycles, and actually saw the performance of the oil and had a tangible result I could rely on. That was my first step really to becoming that permanent AMSOIL customer then dealer. Didn't do a whole lot at first. I was more concerned with racing than I was with doing the oil sales. But I'm at these events, so I set up the product, do a little table, and after about 2 years of that route, the next step I took was sponsoring some of the races. So now I progressed to that level where I'm going to the races like I was going before, but now I'm starting to generate some cash flow back on it. It was a reliable income source that was literally paying for a brand new dirt bike each year. You know, pretty soon, not only did it pay for the dirt bike, but it started paying for everything for the whole weekend to go racing. It was challenging at the time because at that time, the economy was good, the motorcycle industry was good, and people gave away a lot of free product. So it was literally competing with other companies that were giving away free product like it was nothing. Once you started creating the buzz with it and people experienced the product themselves, it was interesting to know that even when you're competing against people giving away free product, you could actually still bring people on board to become customers, preferred customers. One of the big things in California, the market we have here, is motocross and supercross. A lot of people associate with that. That brand awareness, that only helps. It makes it that much easier to talk to those individuals and get them to try the product. It's hard to put a dollar amount on what that is actually worth when you have that brand recognition. You could spend millions and millions on advertising, and it still may not give you the results of just people talking about your product and spreading the word based upon their experiences. It's one of those things that don't seem to exist as much as they did 30 and 40 years ago, where anybody could start their own small business up. Because now you need funds up in the several $100,000 range to start new businesses. Well, AMSOIL has already done all that. All the product is there. You literally can come on board with a $50 investment. You can't do that with hardly anything out there. It's one of those last frontiers where you have the opportunity to go out there and achieve a level of success on your own by becoming part of that business model. When I see the product logo and I see that red, white, and blue, I see that opportunity, that freedom for me to go out there and achieve my own success. Long term, where I see myself after I retire from a full-time job would be putting more time into the AMSOIL business and kind of turning it into more of a traveling experience, doing events and trade shows and just seeing what's out there, city to city, state to state, and having the AMSOIL portion of the business basically be that foundation that allows me to do all that traveling. That's my long term, I think, the long term I see with the AMSOIL business.